Which of the following findings most reliably distinguishes a seroma from a Sialoceles? Option A, presence of fluid after surgery. Option B, location near a salivary gland. Option C, low amylase content in aspirate fluid. Or option D, response to needle aspiration. Answer of this question is low amylase content seen in the seroma, not in the Sialocele. Now see the difference between seroma and sialocele. Content in the seroma is serous fluid, while content in sialocele is the salivary fluid. Amylase content is low in seroma, while it is high in the sialocele. Sources lymphatic fluid is in the seroma, while salivary fluid is in the sialocele. Diagnosis fluid aspiration and see the sample. There will be low amylase in seroma, while in the sialocele there is high amylase is there. Management, you can manage seroma by needle aspiration and observation, while sialocele required pressure dressing with aspiration. Prevention, you can prevent seroma by proper or long term maintaining of the suction drainage. While Sialocele, you have to give pressure for long term, sometime require duct ligation. Drain removal, if less than 1 ml per hour over 8 hours is coming, you can remove the drain. While Sialocele is not dependent on the drain, how long you keep. So, prolonged drain keeping can prevent seroma formation. It's nothing to do with Sialocele. So this is the difference between seroma and sialocele. These both complications are common post superficial parotidectomy or any parotid surgery.